Hey everybody, it's Jim. I just wanted to share that when Veronica died, it exploded my view of the world and the universe and how things are supposed to work. I believed in fairness, and I believe that you reap what you sow, and I believe that you get what you earn, and that if you're a good person, good things are going to happen to you, and that none of that was true in her case. She was a really good person that worked hard, spent her life serving other people, and she was dead at 52 years old through no fault of her own. And that really upset my internal ecosystem, my view of everything. We look at grief, or at least I did, in this isolated way. You lose something and then there's that loss. But it actually affected the way I view everything. The world, politics, my family, relationships. And I've worked really hard to not give in to cynicism and nihilism. My worldview probably needed to be adjusted. I was what I would consider toxically positive, according to someone like Kate Bowler, but this was kind of a shitty way for that to happen. So I just want to let you know that that's something to be aware of. And maybe it's not happening to you, but it certainly happened to me. So when you have a significant loss, it can change the way you view everything. At least that's how it's been for me. Let's see what Hannah has to say.
A big part of what Jim is referring to when he talks about his internal ecosystem are how his assumptive beliefs that influenced the way he moved through the world were obliterated when his wife died. Depending on how someone dies or the circumstances around their death loss, our assumptive beliefs, which are those assumptions that we have about the way the world works and heavily influence how we move through the world, can be completely obliterated. I also hear Jim talking about this grappling with who he was before her death loss and who he is now in the aftermath. There are things that he's saying he's lost of himself, as well as maybe things that have shifted or he's gained. Regardless, I look at that as another layer and nuance to grief, because you're also having to grapple with who you are now. So give yourself time, but know that it probably takes some work and some grappling to find your footing again.